Good morning. My name is Jason Gulick. I am the owner operator of Streak Free AZ Window Cleaning. I am a dad, a husband, a small business owner, amongst many things. I'm also a recovering alcoholic, almost 6 years sober, no drink. Huge sports fan, and I'm somebody that enjoys the company of lots of people. I love sharing stories. And one of the cool things about my business is I've been able to meet hundreds, thousands of people actually, go into their homes and share stories. And I've had this idea to share stories, not only my stories, but some of the people that I've met along the way, people in this business, people that I've serviced their homes or their businesses as well, to find out what makes them tick. I also had this idea to talk a little bit about what's going on in my life, um, the addiction, the mental health. A lot of people are battling things like addiction and mental health, and sometimes we just don't discuss them. So I wanted to bring it up, let people know that they had a safe space to discuss these things and just talk about it. Right now, I currently am an affiliate with WCR. I am an affiliate with Zero. I'm on Team Zero. And I also write for American Window Cleaner magazine. These are all great things that I would have never even known possible. To be honest, I didn't even know there was the magazine 5 years ago. I didn't know half the stuff I know now. And a lot of it is just, to be honest, a lot of it is possible because of the rooms of pro window cleaning, where I've met hundreds of people. Um, I wanted to get a podcast going and start doing these interviews, but I didn't have the nerve I didn't know where to start. So right now, recently, I went on a trip to the International Window Cleaners Association convention in Las Vegas, and I spent some time with another fellow window cleaner, Mark Deeds, Mr. Deeds, Klodzinski, and I spent a lot of time together. And he kind of convinced me and reaffirmed to me that, hey, man, there is a spot for this. And look, you don't have to do it alone. He's like, why don't we just do a quick show and start talking about things, have discussions, and see where it goes. So Mark and I are going to start doing a show. We're just going to have coffee, talk, visit, mental health check-ins, see what's going on, keep each other accountable, and go from there and see what everybody thinks. I'm really looking forward to it. I enjoyed spending time with Mark when we were in Vegas. I'm really glad that he got me to commit to doing something like this, because it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So big ups to him. Big ups to the whole pro window cleaning community. I wouldn't be where I'm at professionally if it wasn't for a lot of the people in the window cleaning community, especially in that pro window cleaning group. I know we bang on each other a lot of times for the nonsense that goes on in there, but in reality, I've found that we're all the same. So what I'm trying to do now is just share some stories, get to know a lot of people in the rooms of the pro window cleaning, and just, like I said, share some stories. So one more time, I just wanted to say thanks to Mark Klodzinski, DG the man. I appreciate you giving me a little bit of push, a nudge, so to speak, and keeping me on my game, holding me accountable, and for doing this together with me, man. So I hope you guys like what we're going to put out. And if you don't, I'm sure we're going to hear about it. I mean, you guys tell everybody that they suck on everything anyway. So let's hear what you guys have to say about us. I hope everybody has a great week. Thanks for tuning in. And stay tuned. We're, going to be dropping some recordings once, twice, maybe 3 times a week. Have a great day. Again, Jason, Gulick, Streak Free AZ is the way to be.
Good morning, window guys. My name is Mark Klodzinski, also known as The Deeds, Mr. Deeds. I'm out of Houston, Texas. Been cleaning windows and pressure washing for roughly 6 years now, 5, 6 years, going on 6. As you can see, I'm getting my bucket and shit ready for the day. I've got a big inside and outside and a skylight cleaning today. Customers having a party Thursday or Friday, so I've been needing to get this done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Had some shit yesterday, had some shit today. Actually, I'm going to be late to this job, but I'm using my Zero Insa poles. Going to be using them to create a safe environment for myself. I'm going to be doing some rear windows on a house that's power lines are above. So Jason Knight spoke at the IWCA convention about his experience with that and how tragic, and you got to be careful with that stuff, guys. Watch out for power lines. So I told him about that story. I said I teared up during your talk, and I've got a lady who's waiting for me to feel better and come clean her windows by the end of this month, but she's got these 3 wires that are above her back window, and I'll make a video later today. But the point is that he's like, don't clean them, just skip them. So I'm going to take a really good measurement, good idea, and use these poles if I have to clean the window, but we'll make a judgment call. I think I did a video 2 years ago or last year when I did it, so we'll see if that's, I'll search for that. But regardless, cleaning windows for a while. I started out with trad for a year, then jumped to water-fed pole because I was scared of the voodoo science of using DI water to clean a window and the price point, but slowly learned. After buying it from Jersey, I had a French paint job that lady had like 500-600 French paints. So I was like, $1 a piece. I can, they'll take a good chunk out of a water-fed pole package. So sold the job, bought the package, cleaned the windows. Just been collecting window cleaning gear to make my life easier. So that's kind of what it is when you get in a collection of things. You tendency is to push as far as you can. So as you can see, got multi-different squeegee sizes: small, medium, large, extra large, different size brassatory. You got some Mormon, all that bullshit. So the more stuff you have, the more you can clean, or the faster you can clean it, or different tools, different strokes, different folks. I've got like a fugu pad here with the Mormon, but today I'm going to use a Mormon, just a regular flick, just entryway windows. Use a trad pole. Saves you 15 minutes of climbing up on a ladder. So I'm going to do that today. I'm actually going to be doing dose cleaning on the outside. I call it a deluxe package. You can either do traditional window cleaning, and that's awesome, that's fine. Boom, you're done. You can do water-fed window cleaning. Boom, you're done. So either way, you can add them together and boom, double your ticket, or 0.75% higher. Or basically selling it as deluxe. You're cleaning the window with soap and water. When you're finished, you're going to go through the water-fed pole just to make sure those minute dirt, anything on the window or the frame itself, will help rinse it off. The DI water will attach to the molecules. It'll rinse the soap. That way, when the soap is off the windowsills and the frames, it's gone. So dirt won't stick to it. So I'm actually rinsing the windows that have already been cleaned and cleaning them a second time to remove residual soaps and stuff like that. Learn about it. Explain that to your customer. You can sell it a little easier. Anyway, so I've been doing this about 5-6 years. Just intro video to our morning Jason Gulick and Mark Klodzinski, the Goo and Deeds. So I'm the Deeds. You can call me your Dudiness, El Dudorino, if you're not into the whole brevity thing. But my name is Mark. So I've been cleaning windows a while. I want to take this time to say thanks for watching. We're going to be doing a weekly Monday morning podcast type thing going. We don't know if we're going to do live yet, but we're going to film the videos. Just make it interesting, cool, sweet for window cleaners. Keep it positive, keep it awesome. Let people know, stick to your goals. You can do it. Just, rah-rah bullshit. Trying to get you pumped up for your day. So if you're not working today, I've got a question for you. I think this is Tuesday. It's Tuesday now. I'm going to film it. We're going to push it Monday, but we're pushing it to Tuesday due to bullshit. My question to you is, what are 5 things you've done this week for your business? Now, it's not scroll Instagram. It's not, like somebody else's comment and post and bullshit on their Instagram or Facebook. What have you done for your business? Have you Googled my business photos? Have you thought about blogging for your website? Have you called a customer from last month, last year, and said, hey, you want to get on the schedule next month? Have you washed your truck or washed your car? Have you changed your rubbers? That's an important one. Change your fucking rubbers. Bob Barker would say, spray and neuter your pets. Drew Carey would say, smoke them if you got them. And I would say, change your fucking rubbers, because that's important. These guys are lonely. They're so lonely. If you've got some rubbers, you've got black rubbers, you've got Ed change the motherfuckers. You take the clip out, the 2 clips, suck them out. You even flip them over. Flip them over, it'll change your world. Get to washing. It's Tuesday. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out Jason and Mark in the mornings. Goo and Deeds, we're starting it up. Um, Appreciate your like, comment, supports. We'll have more shit coming out soon, but thank you guys. If you're watching, keep it real. Thanks. Also, thank you Zero and WCR for being awesome too.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's 5:45 a.m. Phoenix, Arizona time. It's your boy Jason Gulick here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to our intros. Thanks for joining us. Deeds, what is up? Happy Monday. How you feeling? You got your drink?
Morning. Feeling good. It's 6:45 our time here in Houston. Got my coffee and ready to go this morning on this beautiful Monday.
Nice, man. Nice. So we gave people a little insight on how we kind of met earlier, or when they watched our pre-recorded intros. Again, thank you for taking the time to check us out. Um, Basically, now we're going to get into how we met. I mean, I know I saw you the first time in the rooms about 4 years ago, but I bumped into you briefly in 23 at the convention. And then in 2024, I bumped into you a couple times, but one time I kind of caught you off guard and asked you to do a record. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
I asked you to do a recording with me. Do you remember? I mean, how was that?
Yeah, you had the Ray Bans. You
Yeah.
had a pair of Ray Bans with the glasses with the camera in them. I was like, holy shit, those are neat. Like, hey, you want to do a talk? I'm like, fuck, sure. So I did a quick 1 minute interview with you, and it was neat because I had never seen the Ray Bans in public. Just like I had never seen like the sleeping fentanyl people, really, like the zombies. So the first time I seen it, I was like, holy shit, that's cool. So talking to it was neat. But then I'm like shit, do I have something in my teeth? Like, it's like, damn, those things are pretty neat, but they those were sharp. Those are some sharp glasses. It was cool talking to you. I got to tell you about addiction, what people are dealing with. But it was neat running into you at that convention, talking to you for a while. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, man. That was an interesting. That whole convention 2023 was wild for me. 24 was insane. And we're going to get into the 2025 IWCA here in just a second, but I want to go back just a second to that 24 huge of August. I mean, I know it's about 8 months past already, but I feel like I was kind of on a high from that for a couple weeks after that. I mean,
Yeah.
how did that feel for you?
Well, the huge is always like a good shot in the arm. These conventions, the networking, the appeal, just being surrounded and networking with your guys. We work outside all day. We're self-made entrepreneurs. Everybody else at these conventions, for the most part, is a self-made entrepreneur, business owner, one of those guys. So it's cool to be able to meet and talk and see other guys in the wild and discuss and network. It was just cool. So after the huge, it's fun to come home and like see what you're doing wrong in your business, so you can try to implement a few things, and make some tweaks and changes for at least a couple of weeks until you get you get all scrambled up again. And but these conventions are worth their weight in gold. So they're really awesome for education and networking.
I couldn't agree anymore. The people that you meet at these shows, these conventions, it is mind blowing sometimes when you don't. I don't know about you personally, but I mean, I've had conversations with people that I have no idea who they are, and then come to find out down the road that they own publications, or they you know what I mean, or they are a part of something way bigger than I realized. So it's always a really fun dynamic there to learn, and like you said, to kind of people watch and to get together with your friends, especially in our window washing community. We don't see each other very often. We're all spread across the states, and we post and we do things in these different forums, and we feel like we are brothers and sisters in some aspects, but we don't really know these people. You and I had a really good opportunity to get to know each other pretty well a couple weeks back at the IWCA. I mean, let's talk about this. We chatted it up quite a bit, and we were all getting hype and ready to go to the show. You ended up talking me into going a day early. First off, I don't know how the hell you did. I mean, I was excited to go, but we went a day.
You just
Yeah,
needed a reason. It's fucking Vegas.
Just needed a reason, right?
Yeah, I mean, the IWCA was tits. We had a
Yeah.
great time. We initially were saying, I talked you into going early, a day early. It's like, hey man, I'm going to be there early. I just want to check out the sights and scene and get my feet wet before we jump into it, for the classes starting 8 a.m., the next day. So I talked you into getting there early. And you picked me up from the airport. So very appreciated. It saved me like $30 on an Uber and rolled around until we found our way back to the Nugget. But yeah, it was. I'm glad to have reached out and found you know found a plus one, someone to hang out with at the IWCA, and it was a pleasure, and I had a great time. And we'll tell some of the stories, but yeah, initially getting you on board to come early because I knew it'd be a great time was an awesome idea. So I'm glad I.
Buddy, I can't thank you enough for giving me that extra, like, hey, let's roll. Because I was excited. I have this personality where I'm always anxious, ready to go. That I feel like I have to hurry to get somewhere. And
Sure,
you and I have talked about a couple of these things in our own personal conversations
sure.
and in our texts and whatnot. And it seems like you and I are very similar in certain aspects. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly,
Why?
bro. Like I
Hey, you
can't.
want to go somewhere? Fuck yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
I mean, it's 5:48 in the morning and we're doing a recording because we're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah, right. So I grabbed you from the airport. We needed to relax, take a chill. It took us a couple minutes to get there. New city, new
Turn
surroundings,
left.
whatever.
In 10 feet, turn right. In 10
Yeah.
feet, turn around and turn
But
right. Like shit, Buster.
once we got there, it was go time, right? I mean, um, what was your not the first day, but like the first day when actually people started showing up. Tuesday, I want to say. Um, any highlights from the first couple days? I mean, let's just go ahead and dive into it. IWCA, what's it about?
Information, networking, advocacy. There's a couple different conventions, if you will. You got the IWCA, you got the Huge, you got the PWNA. Some of them are blending and merging this year. But in a nutshell, these conventions, IWCA specifically, was awesome in that the people on the boards and who chair the committees are all window cleaners, small business owners who are in it to create a brotherhood and create safety and looking out for everyone else. It's a safety is paramount when it comes to window cleaning, pressure washing, all the stuff that we do. But the event itself, it's great because we all come together and they all share what they've done, safety wise throughout the year, techniques. They have breakaway sessions similar to the Huge, where you can go to classroom and learn about different soaps and stuff like that. They had the water fed pole classes outside for the guys to learn pressure, rinsing, all that stuff. So in a
I got some.
nutshell, yeah, yeah, that was
I
cool.
was gonna say I got some great shots from that. Yeah, that part was pretty cool. I was actually inside. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it just made a pop into my head. I can see the one great picture I got from the inside of this sweet Unger setup. It was pretty dope. But go ahead.
But
The
and that's it. I
classes.
mean, you're able as a window cleaner. Your passions are window cleaning. You love taking pictures. You love people. So
I do.
I'm a picture taker. I'm more of a foot model myself, but I like going around. I like meeting with people. I'll strike up just like you. I'll strike up a conversation
Yep.
with a lady who's counter change or something like that, and find out she went to school where my mom did or some shit. But fast forward back to these events, all the shit and the people you can meet, and it's just like the Huge. You talk with somebody who's a step ahead of you in the game or a step behind, and you can help somebody out or get a nugget of knowledge in them. You talk to somebody for 20 minutes, but you hear that one thing you needed to hear that you were thinking that like you needed to implement, or you're like, fuck, I really need to do this, or something completely different, like a surprise, motherfucker.
Yep.
Little nuggets from all these people, different walks of life, different stages of business in areas of the country. It's just really good. It's like filling up your gas tank, and that's kind of what it was for me.
Yeah. Filling up that bucket, filling up that passion bucket, like for me is really what it's about. Um, Talking about speaking to other people, and I think it's sometimes hard for some people who have maybe a little anxiety when it comes to some types of these events.
Sure.
um, we've also talked about that a little bit too. I think when you do roll with the plus one or with the pal or somebody else like that, I think it kind of helps break down that barrier, that it eases that pressure on you.
Sure.
When you walk up to somebody, standing next to somebody else, it's a little easier. It feels like it's a little, you know what I mean?
Penn and
we
Teller, Siegfried and Roy. I mean, they needed a plus one. You know,
Yeah, man.
Penn's just throwing
It's
fucking.
it's always good to do things on your own, but I think sometimes in these events, if it's one of your first times, or even if you've been to a bunch, it's even more fun when you bring somebody that you get to experience all these events and fun things with.
Yeah,
Speaking of, you and I hung out a ton. We got a chance to chill with Damien. Everybody knows Damien on the WCR, the Window Cleaning site, Nation, Maker, the guys everywhere.
yeah.
Um, we got a chance to chill with him a little bit. We got two wonderful mornings with the outstanding Mr. Mike Nichols,
Mr. Nickel.
Zane. John B joined us for one of the days from WCR in the morning for breakfast.
Breakfast time.
You Outstanding, right? Those morning meetings, we call them the meetings of the minds or whatever. Tell us, I mean, if you want to recap any of that stuff.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, a couple guys shooting the shit, window cleaners eating breakfast, getting their lumberjack slams on with their extra stack of pancakes on the side, killing the entire fucking plate, and then some, like amazing. Where does it go? We'll find out later. But no, it's really cool talking to the guys because they have a lot of insight. Mike's hilarious. Zane's a freaking Zane Doodle. He's awesome. And it's cool to spend some quiet time eating breakfast, drinking coffee with the guys instead of just running around a convention learning about
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's like then that's when you actually get a chance to hear and know them personally as opposed to just what you see on the internet or the 6 second snippets or this and that. We're all trying to learn and get better. And, um, like what you said, some of us are at different stages in our careers, and a lot of us are striving to get to that next step, right?
Sure.
And so when we have a young dude like Zane sharing information with us on how to do little things that guys that are 10, 12, 20, in my circumstance, years older, like, and it's hard for me to learn some of these things. And watching him show you how to do some quick editing or this and that, and I'm like, dude, it's so great that guys are so open, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's it. It's just a really, I don't know, man. It feels like it's a place where you can. They used to say, "Let your hair down," or let your guard down. Um, the IWCA for me this year was a really great place to get all of that in and continue to learn and continue to grow those relationships. Um, One of the big things that everybody was excited for this year was the Sorbo, of course, uh, the new MAGA handle. You got one right back there handy for you? Yes,
Ooh,
you do.
so handy.
Lovely.
It's
Mine is actually stashed away, so I don't use it or do something dumb with it. I took it out of the truck because we all know what happens when you leave shit in your truck unattended, right, Mark?
They're gonna walk away with it and then shit in it.
Uh, that's in reference to my stolen bucket in Vegas, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. No.
Uh, I did get my new maker belt. I went and purchased another silencer, and like a dumbass, I forgot to get the Trident belt. So I'll be placing another order probably today. Um, it'll be stuck in my cart, and whoever wants to grab it can go ahead and grab it. Um, what's Going back to the IWCA? I wanted to ask you. You got your handle, I got mine. What was it like? I think one of my favorite parts was being able to meet the guys who produce and invented some of these products that we use on a daily basis, right? I got like super jacked. I've been trying to track down Richie Blue since 2023 because you know how excited
Yes.
I got, bro.
Yes,
Like
I know.
I was fucking jacked. And to get an opportunity to meet him, shake his hand, tell him, look, bro, I use your gear every day. And for him to say, "Oh, thank you. That's really nice." And then to ask questions, and follow up with me, you could tell it was genuine.
Yes.
That made that was worth all of the money that I spent to go to 23 huge, to 2024 huge, and to 25. That made my heart and my passion bucket full again, and it had me jacked. Um, Speaking with some of his crew and finding out how they are coming up with new products, where it's coming from, how it's getting here. I can't even fathom like the idea that we sat and had these conversations.
There's a lot of details of just putting it in your cart and just having it, come to your house in 2 days from WCR or something. It takes a lot of development, production, shipping,
Relationships.
relationships, contracts, all that bullshit. It's these guys in business who own these companies, WCR, Zero, Maker, all these product companies. You
Hmm.
got tip your hat to the guys who run those businesses because it's not easy, and they're passionate about it for window cleaners, and that's the cool
Yeah,
part.
man. And like the crazy thing too is like you find out that there's so many other people that are involved in these things that aren't necessarily window cleaners that are just as excited to learn about all of this stuff that we do. And
Yeah.
when they see us get excited, they get happy. It's like, all right, cool. Like we met Niels and Casper from Maker, and they weren't necessarily they were more along the lines of the production side, and to hear us talk about how excited we get about it and giving them the feedback, I think that it was something valuable for them as well.
They're going to use it for their company to make decisions and shit moving forward because you don't know very much in Denmark about the window cleaning in the Americas.
Bro,
He was telling us,
that
a story about the sausages, right? The sausages.
yeah.
They got that local window supply company down the street, and they grill up sausages, like just and give them out to window cleaners as a thank you. And they show up in droves with their buckets to grab their free sausages, their bratwursts, and then network and mingle every month. That's something in America. I don't meet for breakfast with my 7 window cleaning companies in the area, and I should. And maybe I should grill some sausages and invite the Houston market to come.
I know when he told us that, it made me think, and it made me obviously think of Craig Hensel, one of our friends,
Hmm?
who likes to do like coffee with a cleaner.
He does it. Yes, he does.
And it made me think about something. It gave me some ideas, and I'm trying to pitch some ideas to some certain people, and hopefully some stuff happens this
Do
summer.
it. Do it. Do
Uh,
it. Do it.
dude, I've personally shared some of my information with you on that one, and your support and kindness and encouragement makes me feel great. Mark Deeds, I love you, bro.
You do whatever, man.
Traveling at that convention, and getting to spend that time, like I said, it went from a friendship to a brotherhood, like almost instantly. It was amazing, and I think that other other window cleaners really should sometimes or might benefit, not should. I shouldn't tell people what they should and shouldn't do, but I feel that other window cleaners would benefit by attending some of these events. One of the other highlights, like I was saying, and going back, I'm sorry, but back to that MAGA squeegee, um, dude, shaking the Godfather's hand,
Yep.
meeting him. How wild is that?
That was cool, man. He's larger than life. He's the godfather of window cleaning, and his story is pretty awesome. So, if you had, he gave out his book too at the convention. So if you shook his hand, got his book, start reading it because his stories of drunken growing up, creating squeegee, he's got a long story, but it's really cool and it's inspiring.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me about that. I feel horrible. I have yet to read the book, and I am a
People don't read books. Don't be ashamed. It's hard.
well, you know what? There's one thing that I think you and I have discussed: honesty. Right? I try to be honest and try to be genuine. I think that's one of the most important things that we can do for our society. Let's be honest. Let's be true. Let's be genuine. I try to be kind too. I try to throw that in there.
I still laugh when old people fall, but I'm honest. That's cool.
Yeah, that's honestly funny, right?
Sometimes, as long as they're okay. Oh, she's okay. Go ahead.
So, other takeaways from IWCA. You did some of the classes. We watched Gabe and Jeff Likes, right? That's who that was.
Ooh,
Uh,
Jason Knight.
Jason Knight's story as well. There was so much going on there. Anything else that happened or events that just made it like over the top great?
Well, the whole damn thing was awesome. I mean, anywhere it was like short people trying to run over like a dealer's table or something. There's drunk people throwing up in the bathroom. I mean, Vegas was Vegas. That's a whole other story. But as far as like the convention, we mentioned like the speakers and Gabe, and I mentioned Jason. Different. the different companies, all the pole, not all of them, but a lot of the pole manufacturers for water-fed poles are starting to come around to the safety aspect. So we've
Correct.
got Hero, Simpole, just to name the two, a whole bunch of guys. Tucker, they've all got poles that are starting to really specify the importance of electrical safety. So that's kind of the buzzword at that convention was electrical safety. Jason telling his story about how he was arced from the wires and had to go through hospital treatments and is still going through it today. I have a window cleaning job today that's now pushed to tomorrow that has a back window that is 15, 30 feet away from electrical lines. So I was going to do a video and do this today, but that's going to wait till tomorrow. But this is an insulated pole, carbon fiber. It'll help keep you safe from electrical shock. It won't save you or 100% save your ass, but it gives you a level of safety. They're going to be talking a lot about that this year. Awesome. But safety. Safety was a big issue at the IWCA, and with his story, he did his presentation with his father, and it made me cry a few times because it talked about, that forget getting zapped and shocked on the ground. It's the emotional fight, it's the physical fight, it's the family fight that you're fighting for the next ungodly amount of years to stay alive, keep your family and yourself whole. So it was touching because I just went through some health things, so I could relate a lot of that to a sense. I haven't been hurt like he has, but his story is touching. So if you care about yourself, care about your family, if you want to go home, today, if you're cleaning solar panels or dealing with electrical, get one of these insulated zero poles. Get the attachment, start using it. Pay attention to your surroundings and up above your head if there's electrical wires. And that's my electrical.
Yeah, man. No, for sure, for sure. And one of the things too, like you had mentioned, that you had just recently gone through some things and family and whatnot, and coming home to your family, right? One of the things that we wanted to do by starting this podcast or starting these interviews and having these talks is kind of creating a space where cleaners who are dealing with some stuff or cleaners who just want to listen to a couple guys chit chat, shoot the shit, but have a safe spot to just chill, let it loose. Accountability. You mentioned you got a project that was due today but pushed back tomorrow. We wanted to set a place to where we could talk about some of these things but keep each other accountable.
Yep.
Right now we're going to start off doing these probably like once a week, but with intent to maybe start doing them multiple times a week. Just checking in on one another, see how things are going with us, but also with our friends across the country and across the pond. I mean, let's get it right, bro. We got friends all over the world that wash windows, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, so one way that we can do this is by creating a spot for us to do that. Over these times too, we'll probably do some interviews, one-on-ones and things like that, but be able to post them back to the same spot, talking about different things too, along the lines of mental health, addiction, things like that. So it's not going to be just washing and just business. We're going to, have some fun with all of this, but we're going to dive into some of the other topics as well that we go through in a life day-to-day basis. And I know for me personally, being able to get some of that stuff out in the air helps. I know that for me, having an ear to bend like you, Deeds, I appreciate you, man. And I know that it'll be received well. And I know that when we have our friends in this community pour their hearts out too, it's just going to be super rad. And I want to tell you too, buddy, you inspire me. I've had an idea to do some type of show, some type of interview thing, and I've been super hesitant to do it. And I've been a little scared. Let's be honest, dude. If you pour yourself out there, that shit sometimes can kind of kick you in the dick, or you just don't want to see what people throw out there, right? Well, I guess it's time to get over what people throw out there. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. Mark, I know who you are and what you're about, and I'm ready to ride this journey with you, dude. Yeah, man, it's going to be a fun time. Let's talk about projects other than ones that you were going to have today, and I'll let you know what I got popping too. Anything big this week?
Big this week, that inside outside, that lady's got to get done. I've got 2 gutter jobs, and then a lady's storefront. I do her once every quarter. Uh, I'm just healing up from gallbladder surgery, so I had it
Yeah.
sucked out like about 18 days ago. So they sucked out my gallbladder. Today I've got a follow up to see how everything's healing and shit like that. But I've got to be real careful as far as like lifting ladders. So
Yeah.
my back is going to be only doing like 1 story window cleans, using stack ladders to really get up if I've got to get up and touch shit, because I've got to clean a skylight for this lady tomorrow, I guess. So I just got to be careful this week. I should be cleared by the doctor today to do all sorts of fun shit, and then from there I can start calling and getting these people on the schedule, because
Nice.
I only have a few things on because I don't know when I'm medically cleared. So I'm just doing office work, catching up with stuff, and since all this downtime, for example, trucks in the shop, fixing wiring in the back. I've got a tire on my trailer I've got to fix. I've already changed all the rubbers in my squeegees. So this kind of downtime, I mean, yeah, a lot of shit done. You know, a lot of checking things off the list, and most importantly this week was getting this Monday morning coffee talk with Goo and Deeds here, getting this started. That was important.
I know, man. And I've been thinking about this, and like seriously, we haven't even we didn't do any outline or anything. This is us having a conversation. Absolutely from the hip, baby. Um, we're just trying to figure out a way to put some content out there for, like I said, for some window washers, but also down the road, this show is for everyone, man. We just so happen to be window washers. I own Streak Free AZ window cleaning. I'm traditional window cleaner. I do some water fed as well, but I love this kind of work. And Deeds, what are some of the services that you offer, though?
All right, so I am a pressure washer who cleans windows, but I identify as a gutter cleaner. So I started my business in 2000. Well, I already did the intro. We'll skip ahead. But I do 35% pressure washing, 35% window cleaning, 35% gutter cleaning. I go 5% over because that's how important that is.
I love you, Deeds. There's nobody else. I knew when I pitched that question to you, you were going to knock it out of the park.
When I
Uh,
started, I would be like, yeah, I can come snake your drain. You know, hey, you did my gutters. My sink is fucked. Can you help me? So like, I'm snaking a woman's sink, and I kind of clogged it up more. And I told her, listen, I'm not a professional. I'm not going to charge you. One of my funny stories. Another one is I helped pop some fucking fence post back into some lady because I had an air compressor and a nail gun. This was my first year in business, right? In
yeah.
business, you can do anything. Like, hey, can you move my gnome from the back of the house to the front? Like, shit, yeah, I'll do it for $5. Like,
What an add-on.
I'm kidding, but they ask you to do all sorts of dumb shit. Like, hey, can you change my light bulbs? Hey, can you get rid of this wasp nest with
Yeah.
people are nuts. But yeah, so I clean windows, pressure wash, and gutter clean. But it's been great. I've been doing it since 2019, and so far, knock on wood, haven't had any major issues besides just being sick. But I love it. You know, being outside all day. I'm kind of ADD, so distracted. I hear birds. There's a squirrel. There's a dog. So I'm always like, you know, moving. So cleaning windows, pressure washing, that kind of shit. It allows you to like always be in motion, always be doing something, moving a hose, pulling something, taking a fucking.
Yeah.
So you're always
No.
busy. So as long as I'm listening to music, I'm fine. I don't think I could work without listening to music. Obviously, you know, it's weird. It's like working in the sun with sunglasses. You know, if I'm outside,
Like that background, that
yeah,
stuff
background,
that you need when you go to sleep, or yeah, I know what you mean.
like the white noise for my head.
Exactly. Now, I'm gonna let you know. Another thing too. I appreciate your help. I have 2 big things coming. I have like 5 big gigs this week, but we have 2 big projects that I need to put estimates together for. So I'm gonna go refinalize on those. I'm telling you that so that when we talk on Wednesday or Friday, that you hopefully say, "Yo, Jay, did you get that shit done?" This is that accountability. This is that accountability factor that I'm trying to lay out there. We want to make sure that we keep each other accountable, um, not only on that aspect too, but I think that one of the things that I think you and I can keep each other accountable on is being that good person and making sure that we're not, I don't know, being dickheads. You know what I mean? Got to
Life,
keep it light.
life is hard. You know, you got a lot of life going on. You got 10, 15 kinds of fruit coming at you. So you're trying to like fucking slice the fruit, and sometimes you miss some. Sometimes you need an accountability partner. Say, hey, what about that pineapple you missed? Oh shit, that one. Gotta,
Yeah.
just kidding about the
Well,
fruit.
and you mentioned the family aspect too. Like you've got a wife and kids. I've got a wife, 3 kids as well. We can't always talk to them, or we don't want to have to always lean on
And
them
they don't
to
want to
listen.
fucking hear it either. I
Yeah,
tried
to
telling my
listen to
6 year
our
old,
bullshit.
and they're like, Daddy, I just wanted a cookie. I'm like, you're gonna listen to the fucking story. And then these screens wouldn't come out. And he's like, Dad, I'm fucking thirsty. So I had to get him a cookie and milk, and he wasn't listening. But I'm glad you listen. I'm glad they're listening because I can go
I
for it.
hope they're listening, and even if they're not, you are.
Yes, yes. And the leprechaun on my shoulder can hear you too.
Yeah. And what would you do if you caught that leprechaun?
I would make him make me a girl because nobody else can. Because then I'd be the gender, and that would be my thing. I'd be
You're
the
hilarious, brother. Well, I'm so glad that we finally. I'm so glad that we finally got this underway. It's actually we've only been talking about this for like a week or so, but
yep
I can't believe that. I mean, we just recorded the first jam.
first jam, next song.
Right.
Song number 2 coming soon. But yeah,
I
it was
know,
great.
right?
It's
Let's.
wake up and talk about it. That's the point. Eventually, maybe we can start doing this live and adding guests on for live. But we're not there yet. Baby
No.
steps. Baby steps.
Yeah, but I think this is a great step in the right, great first step in the right direction.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly pleased with how smooth it went, and I had a feeling that once we just started talking, everything would be all good.
All the cards fall into place. You just gotta hope. Hope they don't.
You got it, brother. I actually have to go wake up my kid to get his ass up. Take him to school. He's got soccer training at 7:15.
Yikes.
Uh, so I got to run. I'm going to catch up with Billy on his first 2 jobs, and then I got to get out to the Biltmore area and tackle a big old project. But I'm going to be using some Zero products today. I'm going to be using what else am I doing? Actually, I might even have Bill use the new Zero screen cleaner that I got as well.
Cool.
So I haven't
Well,
used that yet.
just pop it out. Leave it out. It's like an advertisement. If you're walking around, people see that weird contraption. Even let them turn it on, let the water spray. It uses like a third of a gallon a minute. You're not costing very much, but it's an attention grabber. That screen cleaner, that's all it is. People like seeing it, and it sets you apart because the guy down the street or the other window cleaner is not using that screen cleaner and nobody's seen it before. So it's a new piece of technology that people don't understand that when they see it, are like, fuck, okay.
Yeah, right. Well, I gotta say, I mean, I'm gonna give a quick shout out, real quick, a fat ass plug, dude. Chris and Alex, Jersey, Stevo, um, you guys really helped me out and sent me with some gear. I'm looking forward to trying some of it out. You and I have some really big things planned with this show. If they keep continuing to progress, I hope to pay it forward. I know you have some plans in the future coming up too, which you're rightfully excited about. Um, Anything else maybe you want to plug real quick, like if you're washing?
Oh, yeah, okay, basically, all right. So I've been sick for a while. I'm going to be doing the If You're Washing show weekly. I don't want to fuck up with the other established shows, so I'm trying to find my niche. I know we're loving this morning idea for like Monday mornings, maybe Friday mornings for this
Yeah,
show. That way we're not stepping on toes and we're also getting our caffeine on and,
correct.
whole different thing anyway. But that's it. I mean, our plug is I want to keep this going.
Yeah,
Accountability. I'm getting healthier, so I've got my, Stella got her roof back, so I want to get back into life. I got to get, working again and get money, and then just stay healthy and continue this awesome ride, and maybe plan on starting maybe the huge this year in August. So we'll get there.
bro. Yeah, we have some stuff going on that we don't even know about yet. There's wheels are in motion way beyond us. That's all I know.
Choo choo.
Uh,
There it goes.
exactly. I want to throw out another plug actually real quick too. This is for all of the window cleaners as well. American Window Cleaner Magazine. I've written a couple articles for them, done some photojournalism for them. Keep your eye out. They provide great content. Um, I just, dude, I can't even believe this. I got a letter real quick, an email from a reader who wasn't in any of the forums or any of that. He just strictly was a WCR subscriber and only had the app,
Sure.
and he had only seen the article. And at the bottom of one of my articles, I said, "Hey, if you want to ever talk, da 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 da." Dude shot me an email. We talked for 90 minutes.
Oh shit.
90.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool to see how people get their content.
Yeah.
And when I asked him, I said, "Wait, you've never seen a picture or any of this stuff other than what's been in the magazine?" He's like, "Nope." So then, like the next day, he went on and joined some of these groups. And I hope, Mike, if you're listening, you're watching, bro. I hope you're having a good time. I know you're going to be watching because as soon as Deed sends me this link, I'm going to send it to you. You'll probably be one of the first people to catch this. But I appreciate everything that this industry has given to me. You and I both are very down to earth dudes, just super grateful for what we've been, the luxuries we've been afforded, the relationships that we've gained through this communities. And I want to say thanks, man. We'll wrap this up for this great Monday, February 24th. It's what, almost 6:20 Phoenix time, 7:20 Houston time.
Yes, it is. Yep. It's been awesome. We'll keep this going.
And if you're watching on this crazy Monday now, you got something to think about. And now you know that you have two other wild ass dudes that want to help keep you accountable and want to be your bros.
Yeah. If you got questions, comments, concerns, if your asshole itches or you want to know how much the price, kidding, go ahead and set a comment somewhere in these descriptions. We'll try to help you out, just not with the Preparation H thing. We want to help out, guys. We want to inspire you to send those quotes, to go after that job, to be better. Change your fucking rubbers at the very least. Make your day better. Do one thing that makes it cool.
Yeah, that's the thing you always wanted to remind people. Change your rubbers, almost like a send off. What is shoot your Facebook page or any of that stuff, dude? What is it?
YouTube.com/ifyou'rewashing or Facebook.com/ifyou'rewashing. Or Mr. Deeds. I own Mr. Deeds Pressure Washing. If you're on Instagram, I'm going to try to get more video up. I used to do a lot of funny clips with music and bullshit, and I kind of got sick, so I fucking stopped. But I'd like to start doing that again, get some more content out there and be funny, because if you're not funny, then what are you? You're not. So be funny.
Right? Well, even if you're not funny, but you're putting out good shit, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we want the music, we want the suds. Do that.
There you go. And my name is Jason Gulick. My friends call me Goo. I've been in business for a grip 13 years, doing it for a long time too. Streak Free AZ. I guess that's the handle on Instagram. I don't know. I guess just got TikTok because the kids keep telling me that's what I need to do. You can find me there on Facebook, Streak Free AZ, and just Jason Gulick, Gulick. That's how you spell my last name. Gulick. All right, man. I hope you have a great day, Deeds. You and me will chat later on. Enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. Thanks for paying attention, and hopefully you learned something or it helped brighten your day. Have a great week, guys. Stay gold.
Great week.